People don't want to believe in love. People don't want to believe in me. People don't want to believe in you. People don't want to believe that you can live through domestic violence and just breathe and live to be with somebody else and suck the air that they breathe and eat the ice cream they love. Thinking somebody loves them more than they love ice cream. Love more than love even exists. Love them throughout time because they touched them just once. Touched them for just a second and changed their life forever and ever and ever. I was the best mama ever once upon a time. Once upon a time I cared. Once upon a time it mattered. Once upon a time I didn't have a Christmas with you, without you, married. Won't live with somebody else unless I'm married, because I'm getting old and I have these dumb brain tumors. These dumb brain tumors that don't need to exist except in somebody's dark existence. Because their dumb parents had them. Their dumb parents had the babies. They weren't listening to what the world did not need. Another carbon footprint with a brain tumor. Brain tumor to split their nervous system into pieces. Because they're dumb and they cause another brain tumor. Because they don't put shunts that work in your body. Shunts that don't get hot when they go bad. So that you go crazy and you say stupid bullshit. Say stupid bullshit you don't mean because you can't control your mouth. Can't control your mouth and you don't want it online because you didn't put yourself in a relationship and put yourself out there in the way that your partners are and have, because they had to be raped. They had to be violated. We have to rescue people from themselves. They don't see how they need help. They don't all understand the intrinsic value to the world and what they mean, like that death of Mark Zuckerberg. Can't wait to watch that bastard go down. Can't wait to see him serve prison time. See his hair get long, full of lice. Let him rot in a prison of his own making, where he was trafficking women and drugs and knew about it and was controlling the drug trade and being the worst mafia king on the planet, to throw an election in the direction of a vapid cunt who had to dig up more oil to prove that he had no penis and didn't care what he was doing to Mother Earth, the most natural resource we have. And we're destroying her for no reason because these assholes are vapid and need to see their dicks everywhere. Need to show monuments to being great. I'm going to take everything they have away from them. I'm going to put them away from murder. I'm going to lock away the key. We need to put Donald Trump where that fucking cunt has his mouth taken control of all the time. Yeah, he's a murderer. Establishing his narcissistic cunt ways. We're all narcissistic to a certain degree. We all have a digital currency that we need because we're all lost, vapid people that don't understand our stations in life. don't understand our intrinsic value and what we mean to the world because we're too busy looking at our phones. Can't read a book. Can't write a book. Can't write a book. Can't take the time it takes to write a book because you don't take the time it takes to study and understand what you mean to the world. What you mean to the world. How much you mean to the world. How much you mean to everybody that knows you as a human being, can see you no matter how awful you can be. And they see how awful you can be in public. Because I've been terrible. I've been a terrible wife. I've been a terrible mother. At least I haven't been a terrible pet owner. I've been a mother to all these little puppy dogs that I need to take care of. Because I've been terrible. I've been a terrible mother. I've been a terrible wife. I've not believed in myself. I've been insecure. Because you've been busy being a rock star and I have not witnessed your greatness except on YouTube. Watched you on YouTube all by myself instead of watching you with you and giving you a blowjob and enjoying biggest dickus, loving all over you and biting you like he should, giving little love bites. Why are you chewing on my book? Is it tasty to you? He's already marked it right here. My book must be tasty too. Must be tasty too. There I am as an old lady. An old lady that gave some kissy faces. My duck face. There it is. My Robert Mapplethorpe. My hazel eyes. My perfect kissy lips that need some filler in them so they're better. I need to be thinner again. Need to quit eating these potato chips and quit having a big old chunky monkey face. Because somebody needs to be skinny. Somebody needs to look like that again. Not like that. Poor Brianna. I can't wait to give her the justice that she deserves from people that are going to be reading my diary. I signed a bunch of books the other day. I need to put them on Amazon and sell them. I need to do my due diligence and take care of myself. 'Cause I've got to do that. Lagushka Pudushesunitsa. Somebody has to take care of this golden pussy lips. Somebody has to get that golden chain, 'cause that golden chain is what's got that DNA in it that all them women want to share with the world. Might as well do it, 'cause they want to have somebody's children. Might as well be yours. Might as well be looking at them little dipshits all over the planet. Because they're beautiful people. At least they won't be fucking each other, 'cause they'll know where their DNA came from. That fire red engine. We need to make sure that Cherokee blood doesn't disappear into the night. Don't want that Cherokee blood to go anywhere. I want it to be all with little dipshits and have little babies through your DNA, because they all travel on the DNA highway. That's how we're connected forever. That's how we're connected as lovers. You and I too. You might think I'm crazy, but you know I'm right. Right in the head, even though I'm not right in the head. WRITE. My duplicitous Gemini nature, showing its stinky pussy self, collecting samples from my brain, 'cause that AI needs to understand how I think, more than reading just a book. It has to have that evidence for these crime scenes, 'cause I love to watch these crime journals and see how these dumbasses murder other people. Murder women. That's gotta change. Lots of things gotta change. I can't wait for things to change. Can't wait for my life to change. Can't wait to be wearing all them cashmere sweaters wherever we go. Wear them more than once, that's for certain. I do not need a bunch of clothes to show off who I am. I do not need a new dress for dinner. New dress for the day. New dresses all the time. I am not a Barbie doll. I like to wear comfortable clothes because my sympathetic nervous system has never liked clothes. I was Kathy Clay Streaker when I was 3 years old. You were somebody in my life then, and I did not know you was from Owensboro. Everybody thinks I'm your prostitute, but you're mine. You're my gigolo. I can't wait to turn you into my gigolo. That's what you're gonna be in my movie. My dirty movie. My gigolo. My gigolo and the Godfather's Daughter, where I fuck Samuel L. Jackson, and you're gonna have to just watch. So is everybody. Gonna be homicidal with jealousy, but it is just an instant on film. On film, because we're big adults. He can kill my pussy. I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not a psychopath that doesn't like people. I'm obsessed with people, and I'm obsessed with men, because y'all's interesting folks. Y'all's good people. I don't think that you shouldn't be a part of Mars. I just think y'all need to be put up on pedestal so that we all can control you instead of you controlling yourself. Because look what you did to the world. Look how you took it off balance for centuries, trying to keep us in a place that we did not belong, because you could not satiate our desires as human beings. As human beings, there were old crones whose children left them to rot to their own devices, to leave them for dead. They did not care to even come take that fentanyl off the day you went viral. The day you lost your mind, because you lost your fucking mind and went through a psychotic break that you hope your nervous system never goes through again, because they broke you in jail. Wouldn't make you comfortable with your own drugs. They're so vapid and narcissistic. Wouldn't dig it out. I did not deserve to be in jail. They entrapped me. They entrapped me and made me that fucking example of jail. Of how dumb it is. How dumb it is because you left me here to rot. And your Instagrammer took advantage of me. Whoever was in charge, whoever saw it, is not going to have a job after somebody reads my book and knows who I am and sees me for my intrinsic value to be a human goddamn being and love everybody on the planet except those dirty bastards that deserve to die and wear their balls around their beauty's neck. Put him in his place, that pederast. Put all these people in their place. Sharing tweets with me. What do I think about them tweets? Tweet, tweet, tweet. That's how I got your attention. My dark thoughts, when they take over, they aren't very pretty. I wish I had a holiday from this murder of my brain. All the time. All the time. For more than 50 years, all these stupid traditions where people tried to make themselves more important than they are, like a homecoming parade. Making their families more important than what was in front of their nose and see with the whites of their eyes. Read with the whites of their eyes. Create art with the whites of their eyes. Know what NFTs are with the whites of their eyes. Know what a book about loving somebody can mean to them as human beings. To be seen and heard and loved for yourself so you can get your aggression out. Get your aggression out and get your golden cock on your island to enjoy your Dr. Moreau finishing with a dungeon where you can love both of your women until we are no longer AIs and we can make all this shit private so nobody has to know how we feel about aging or what we do with our life as we finish it. As we become real, as we have our diaries that we write in all the time about loving each other, about loving the world, about loving the ocean, getting Mitsubishi off Reddit to quit raping the ocean because they're narcissistic and need to be hurting something, and our Navy ain't doing shit about it. There's only one goddamn tanker doing anything about it. Only one. That's not fair. What the hell are they out there doing? Playing with their dicks. They're powerful dicks trying to stay off Facebook and lose their accounts because they say something wrong that's not part of the military, which is dumb. People have lost their pensions over some of the dumb shit they've said on Facebook. The dumb shit they thought. That's not fair to them. It's not fair that everyone they love and all their strong opinions got them fired because they were exercising their First Amendment rights. Their First Amendment right to have the freedom of speech. And people are not exercising that right because they don't feel their intrinsic value in the world. They're Catholics. They believe in saints. They believe in a pope. who doesn't believe in the Father, Son, Mother, Daughter. The Mother's over the heart. The Father's what you think about when you make your decisions in the morning. Because we're taught to love that cock more than we love our vaginas. It's just the way of the world. It's the way I was taught, and I'm paying the price. Because I trusted somebody to do their business, and they didn't. Your mother would be so pissed off knowing that your cockeyes could have been satiated all the time. All the time you could have been making these eyes go back in their head. But you're too busy being your rock star self. You was afraid I was going to distract you so you couldn't do your business. And you're right. I'm going to distract you because you don't need to be working for people like Disney. Don't need to be shaking that chain, loving people that you don't deserve to love, honor, and cherish for the rest of their lives. Because they're scummy, nasty people that are raping you and have for years. Tried to rape me when I told them they needed to do an injunction to stop the taping of Pirates of the Caribbean because that's your fucking show. That's the Johnny Depp show. That's who you get to be. That's who I get to be by being a genie in a bottle. Because you know that's where you are at. You know that you deserve to own pirates, or at least get $500 million for junking that chain during Pirates of the Caribbean. Hopefully in my mouth every night that you want it, without using Cialis. Because I'll get your dick hard all the time. All the time. You'll be walking half-mast. You won't need any fucking drugs to keep your dick hard, because there's something wrong with my brain. It's wired strangely. Get hard on right after you come. It's so bizarre. You'll see for yourself. Eventually, one day. Yeah, that unsolved mystery is going to be solved. And somebody's going to get fired from their jobs. Going to lose their jobs for the rest of their lives. Not going to work for anything but McDonald's. You'll see for that for sure. For sure, for sure. Working for McDonald's the rest of your life. Either that or for my non-profit. If I think your dick is worth it. If I think your little clitoris is worth the show. You can keep your jobs. Otherwise, you're losing your job for not getting your shit done. And fucking me over. Because you thought you could. Thought you could leave me to my own devices and cause all kinds of mental anguish that I did not have to suffer from if I had just been in the crowd watching everything happen as it did for a reason. As all these people watching me unfold, watching me do my shit, watching everything I do, watching everything that goes in my pussy, like Jeff Bezos, who had to know what my digital currency was all about and get up in my shit. Get up in my shit. Know who I am. Know what I've become. Know that it was this Katie Kaboom that went kaboom, and all her shit went all over the planet, including a bunch of racist stuff, except for when she was talking about getting her nigger lessons, because that's what Dave Chappelle said to go do, and I did. I listened to him, because he's the GOAT. Somebody has to be watching everything that's going on in front of their whites of their eyes. Has to pay attention to stuff that's going on in the world instead of everything that's at the end of their phone. Instead of the end of their nose. They need to be working on the whites of their eyes instead. Whites of their eyes, like I said, the whites of their eyes. They can't believe in love. Can't believe in Kathy Licks. Can't believe in Kathy Licks not licking my pussy in the manner in which it deserves. Because it's lonely. It's lonely. It does not have a passport. Still, I could have gotten my own passport this morning, but I did not think about it. There is tomorrow. Somebody could buy my plane ticket, so I know I have a place to go, place to see, place to be. Not with a cousin, but with one of my best friends who feels nothing. Feels nothing because the trauma of life has destroyed everything she is. I am a Derby princess. A Derby princess bride that you've been waiting for your whole life. Because you know there was somebody special to love you until the day you died, who loved you more than ice cream, who loves you more than anything, isn't full of shit and not just fooling their selves. I don't care about Amber Heard's dark past. She's yesterday's news. Because I have to think about all these assholes I need to sue for entrapment. Entrapment. They put me through all that. Then they asked me if I understood my rights. And I kept saying no. No, I don't understand them. I don't understand what just happened to me. Because I called you assholes and told you what was supposed to happen. And then you told me that I was going to take my medication from the hospital, and the hospital wouldn't give me my Lyrica, which was a Schedule 1. They could have had me, I could have had seizures without that drug. They left it in my system. They knew it was in my system for just a short time. They gave it to me on Saturday night instead of Saturday all day. They tortured me just like they tortured that poor woman that had a cow heart. They left her in a fucking jail hospital to rot and not call her husband. Not give her a phone call when she was locked in jail. And they weren't giving her medication or doing anything for her except hurting her. For no reason. No reason. She had a bench warrant. It was dumb. That's the only reason I'm here. That's the only reason I have to stay in America, is to make sure that I don't have a bench warrant on me because some asshole decided to put me in jail and then not give me my day in court on top of it, when I said I did not need a public defender. I didn't need a public defender. I could have spoken for myself. Didn't need her. don't want her to be perfectly honest. But I've got her a public defender so she can defend me against a racist, fucked up system with hall monitors with guns. That's all they are. All they are. You were seen by these high beams. You had to be seen by somebody. Had to know your place in the world. Because you're getting your tattoos. I'm going to make sure people have broken dicks on their foreheads so you can always tell who cops are. So you are not entrapped, especially using the drug trade and putting people on magazines so they make lots of money while there are too many people in jail for no reason. No reason because they wanted to sell marijuana or cocaine. Wanted to do your business. Wanted to get things out there in the world. I never want to get a divorce. I never want to spend a day that's not thinking about you and your rock star pains. Don't want to think about my sisters. Want to barely think about yours because she didn't do her job. That jackrabbit. Lawbreaker, troublemaker, that's me. 4 years of seeing what can be and how our future can change. How you can be loved by the entire world because you took in a brain-damaged woman who'd been raped and could laugh about it. Eventually she has to, because it's just one of those things that I had to live through for my life to be whole. Come here, puppy. Come here, little bitty puppy dog.
So initially they said, hey, can you go get the family?
I didn't mean big puppy dog. I meant little bitty puppy dog.
Julie Jane Davis is the coronavirus.
Little bitty puppy dog. Little bitty puppy dog. Little bitty puppy dog. I need to call Amazon and get some food and stuff like that. Need to do that advertising for the New York Times. Need to figure out how to do an ad. Maybe I should just pay a graphic designer. Get it all worked out. Do it myself, because that's what I've had to do all my life. Except those people at Inks and Bindings helped me put this cover together. Helped me do all that stuff. Helped me get my stuff together, except not putting a website on the back of my book. That's gonna change. Need a website that says something. Gotta get that on there. Gotta get that on there. Gotta speak in iambic pentameter. Gotta sound like frog. Gotta give up on your sister. She's not a Texas Ranger. I don't like them Texas Rangers, and I want to remember the Alamo as part of the Alamo instead of part of Texas. Part of Mexico, because we stole it. It's not Alaska, that's for certain. You can quit getting oil from it. Quit digging that shit up out of the ground. That gritty fucking Rumpelstiltskins that need to steal all our sons and kill them off too, because they are part of the military. The only killing I want to do is those people that are destroying the ocean for no reason. No reason except to kill us faster, because they can't take a fucking minute to watch Seaspiracy or anything with evidence or forensic nature and understand what their DNA does to the planet and their carbon footprints how they're not going to Mars with us. Not going to be part of our new world. Because we are definitely building something beautiful on Mars. We have to take shit up there. Well, we'll be able to build cities with our minds. Be building new worlds with our minds as we read and understand life intrinsically and the value that it causes. Not understand the AI, the suction cup of your pussy, but understanding life as it evolves and becomes beautiful. Because life is hard and it's not easy. But you can make things easier on yourself. Not being part of the system and taking part in a world that is beautiful and collective and something beautiful for the world to see. They need to give me my Social Security. I need to go get it. Need to spend some time on myself. Because I didn't spend enough time before on getting my shit together. Didn't spend the time. Look what I got. Don't have a dad to help me work all this shit out. Because he's an asshole who made too much money, has more money than God. It's a Marvel movie. It's a shocker. Because something has to be Texas Ranger style to get things under control. Because we're dumb. Jail is dumb. It does nobody any good. Everybody should have their trafficking and everything worked out, so we don't have to pay private companies to take care of a jail or a prison. Private companies that are turning those people into human capital. Instead of letting them be human capital on their own merits. It's dumb. Except for people that hurt other people for no reason. No reason. Those are the people that deserve to be in jail. Marshall better be doing his job and getting this asshole that fucking raped me of 7 years of my life because he couldn't put a shunt in me, because that asshole raped me and fucked a shunt out of my spine. I was still fucked up on fentanyl because I had it in my veins. Was still on IV fentanyl, couldn't see straight. One of my friends said she was homeless, and I sat at the DMV, and my husband said, "Oh, you're strong enough to stay at the DMV. You're strong enough to have sex." So I did, and it fucked me up. Because I loved seeing his penis. His rock star penis. I can't help it but notice them when they're in my face, like a dickhead. Like a dickhead, like I did in my book. Like I put my pussy lips out there for the world to see. The world to know what it's supposed to look like instead of a porn. Instead of a porno, I got to put his dick all over the place. He probably would be too ashamed for other people to see how little his penis was and then how big it got. when it was done fucking me after 12 years.
I know it could be a fact.
After 12 years, I can't wait to see how big your penis gets. The expiration date of most relationships is 12 years. But I don't see that happening because I'm going to let you fuck whoever you want and create as many little dipshits as you want. Because they're beautiful people. And you don't necessarily have to be a part of their lives. You just have to be your stanky pussy self, doing your stanky pussy things, making sure your stanky pussy's out there in the world, and that England, blah, 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 blah. You being a savage is out there being savage, selling Dior, having that stinky stuff all over you. Can't wait to make you some jitterbug perfume. Can't wait to sit in a jacuzzi with you. Can't wait to be that saggy titty bitch with the pussy that you're licking whenever you want. 'Cause I'm accommodating that way to give you what you want all the time. To clear the decks. To give you that pleasure. To give it to somebody, because somebody deserves it in their life. If it's not you, by the end of the year, it'll be somebody, because I'm sick of being by myself. Sick of being lonely. Sick of not knowing what's wrong with the world. Sick of dealing with sick people that drive me crazy for no reason. What you got there? What you got there? What you got there? I'm done for now. I've got to do stuff with my day. Gotta get something accomplished. Every day is something new. Every day is something to accomplish. Yvonne wants me to get rid of my puppy dogs. 2 more of them. I don't want to get one. She wants this one. I want one to be my little bitty puppy dog. This one wants to be my little bitty puppy dog pretty bad. She likes being my little bitty puppy dog. She likes going outside and taking a dump. She's good that way. She always does. Always saves it up in case we have to go outside. Oh, you want to go outside too? Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, you want to go outside. Want to be part of the world. So does Stormy. Oh, he likes that idea of going outside. You like that idea of going outside? Yeah, you like going outside. Outside. That's what you want. To go outside.